Guess what happens at the club when the head coach or the manager wants a different kind of striker, a different kind of player in the same position, and the sporting director for the same club wanting a different kind of player in the same position, meaning that there is a dilemma and these two are really colliding, and I don't know how this is really going to come to an end. Who is going to win the race? Because Mikel Arteta wants Alexander Isak, and the sporting director of Arsenal, Andre Batha, wants a man known as Victor Gyokeres. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun. And today we really have someone who has powered this video. This video is powered by Choma Travels. And if at all you want to travel around the world, Choma Travels is the best company to trust, because they tell you that Choma Travels, we get you there. Explore the world with us. Explore the world with Choma Travels Limited. They are located at Plot 129 Old Chilba Road, Bukoto, Kampala. We are your trusted travel partners for seamless journeys and unforgettable experiences. Have you heard of that? So they tick all the boxes for your best travel partner that you can trust to obviously give you a treat that you'll come back and obviously tell everyone that there are the guys, there are the ladies, that's the company that will make you feel at home. And what services do they offer? Flight bookings. Get the best deals on local and international flights. That's what they really get in for flight bookings. Customized tour packages, tailored adventures to explore Uganda and beyond. So they take you around Uganda and around the world. In Uganda, they can book you. If at all you want to travel by road, they can book you the transport means or the road transport means to take you where you want. And if at all you want to travel by plane, they also do the same thing. That's what we call Choma Travels in there for you. And they tell us that hotel reservations, comfortable stays at prime location. So if at all you want a prime location, these are the guys. Just go ahead and really up your traveling game with the Choma Travels. Now, they also have travel insurance, by the way. Travel with peace of mind. So they give you all what you want. And I know Ugandans are not so much used into or onto things that concern what we call insurance, but go ahead and really Google a little bit about insured traveling, and Choma Travels has all that. So call them or WhatsApp them on +256 758 404 204. They can take you all over the world. I know I have my friends in Nigeria watching in, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, South Africa, Sierra Leone, and very many others. Please, if you're in that country, you can contact these people. However much they're operating in Uganda, but they can really take you around the world. Contact them on that number. Call them, WhatsApp them, and you'll thank me later. That is it. This is the company that is behind this video of Arteta wanting Isak, known Gyokeres. And let's obviously get into the big story that has obviously gone ahead to headline our story. And it reads from Mike Dillon that Mikel Arteta would love Alexander Isak at Arsenal, and there is belief the player would be interested in the move. Any deal is nevertheless seen as impossible. So one will ask Rokani, who is Miguel Delaney? Miguel Delaney is a chief football writer at The Independent, and he's really one of those that you can call him a second-tier journalist. Not a first-tier journalist, but a second-tier journalist. And when he comes out and speaks about Arsenal wanting Alexander Isak, we cannot all doubt, because we all know that there's always been interest, there's always been interest in Alexander Isak from the club of Arsenal. And we all know what the huge factor has been. The huge factor has been the price that has gone ahead to be put onto a man known as Alexander Isak to cross from Newcastle to the side of Arsenal. But Arteta is clinging on signing this player because he knows to it that he's a Premier League player, Premier League proven player. His numbers don't lie. He has gone ahead to score very many goals and has been consistent ever since he really joined the Premier League. To bring you up to speed, When he came in through in 2022-2023, he played 22 games and scored 10 goals and 1 assist. That was his first season, And 2023-2024, he played 30 games and scored 21 goals and 2 assists. Now, in the season of 2024-2025, that is ongoing and yet to obviously be concluded, he has played 33 games, has scored 23 goals and 6 assists. That is Alexander Isak for you. So, Isak is really on the ladder of every top team. And the big bidder will obviously take it all, I tell you. If a team comes in through and obviously pays in the money that Newcastle wants, then they'll go in for Alexander Isak. And I understand the side of Mikel Arteta, why he's coming in through to obviously calling for this guy to be signed by the club of Arsenal. I really understand where his pain comes in from, because he doesn't want to trust a forward outside the Premier League. You understand? He wants to get in a Premier League proven forward, and that is the guy known as Alexander Isak. If you've known Isak for some time, you know exactly that he has been a top priority for very many Premier League clubs. Even when he was crossing from Real Sociedad to join the club of Newcastle, Arsenal wanted to sign him. You understand? In the January transfer window, when that guy really went ahead to when they sold Aubameyang, or they let Aubameyang go for free to Barcelona, that was the January of 2022, they went ahead to make a bid, for Dusan Vlahovic and, Dusan Vlahovic. And when Dusan Vlahovic went ahead and really went to Juventus from Fiorentina, Arsenal went in for Alexander Isak and they called in for £68 million. And Arsenal was like, we are not obviously going to be paying that for Alexander Isak. But they're willing to pay that much for Vlahovic, because Vlahovic had gone ahead to score very many goals into his season when he was at Fiorentina. The previous season, he has gone ahead to score close with 31 goals, all season. And that half season at Fiorentina, he had gone ahead to score very many goals. And, and then Juventus won the rest. And I think Mikel Arteta is putting pressure onto the sporting director of Arsenal, because he knows to it that however much they are calling in for £130 million, that is Newcastle, for selling Alexander Isak, he knows to it that his contract runs until 2028 and this is 2025. So if they don't sell him now, next season he'll be a little bit cheaper and they can really get in some money. And I think what is in the boardroom of Arsenal is really interesting, because Arteta this time around is like, Gyokeres is one of the strikers I've gone ahead to look at for some time. I love the player, I love his profile, but the level at which we are, we should obviously opt for the best. And what is the best for Arteta? The best for Mikel Arteta is none other than Alexander Isak. So, tell me what your thoughts are about this, because Arteta is really wanting Isak, and the sporting director of Arsenal, who goes by the names of Andre Partha, wants a player known as Gyokeres, and the dilemma is on. So, Arsenal fans all over the world, tell me your thoughts about this. Arteta wants Isak, and the sporting director wants Gyokeres. We know the reason as to why he wants Gyokeres. I'm talking about the sporting director, because if they go in for Gyokeres, they'll get him for like £65 million, or £60 million. Then they can obviously, they've already gone ahead to agree a deal of Zubimendi for like £50 million. That is like 60 million euros. That takes it to £120 million. Meaning that if they are to go ahead and obviously get in Isak, that has to sum up to £120 million less. That will be twice the amount of money that Newcastle bought him from Real Sociedad. So that's exactly how things are really panning out in here onto the Rokani Media Football. there is what we call an argument, you know, and they haven't gone ahead, obviously, meet what we call a common ground. And I think this explains why right now Arsenal hasn't gone ahead to get the deal of Gyokeres done and dusted yet. When Andre Batha came in through, the first story we got came in from David Austin, Fabrizio Romano, and they told us that Arsenal has now made up their mind that they are going in for Victor Gyokeres as the number one striker. And I think Mikel is like, please, for the rest of the positions, we can really go in for players that are really second fiddle or third fiddle. But for the centre forward, let's not look any other. If at all it means that for the remaining budget after buying Martin Zubimendi, if it means spending the remaining budget on Martin if it means spending the remaining budget of their season, sort of their summer transfer window, after buying Martin Zubimendi from Sociedad on Alexander Isak, I think Arteta is going all in for it, because most of the players that's going to sign from the Premier League permanently have not disappointed, because Trossard has come in and he has gone ahead to play very, very well for the club of Arsenal. You know that very well. In the season he came in through, you know the assists he put in through from January to the end of the season. And last season, the lad was on fire. He scored 12 Premier League goals, 4 Champions League goals. Those are 16 goals, you know. And that's how he was. And this season, he has gone ahead to score 8 Premier League goals and 6 assists. Those are 14 goal involvements. Then in the Champions League, he has scored 2 goals and 2 assists. Those are 20 goal involvements. That is Leandro Trossard that we are talking about. In how many games? In 50 games, he has 20 goal involvements, and he has not disappointed. Look at Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz has also been one of the best performing players at the club of Arsenal ever since he came in through. So that confirms to us that it's really huge in there for you. And that is the man known as Alexander Isak. He is the favorite for the manager of Arsenal, who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta, and the sporting director is thinking otherwise. So I leave the ball into your hands. Who do you think should come in through at the club of Arsenal? Is it Alexander Isak or Victor Gyokeres? Because all I know is that Arsenal has the money to spend, you know. And when I was in Salon yesterday, but one, I met a certain gentleman who told me that Arsenal cannot sign Isak, Nico Williams, and Martin Zubimendi. And I was like, please, let me school you about something. We are into the first year of what we call the 3-year financial fair play, you know. So that means you can spend a lot of money in the first year because you're handing in your books of accounts on whether you've gone ahead to really overspend or not after the third year. So you can spend a lot this year or this summer and spend like £300 million. Then you can balance it up with not spending a lot into the next summer. And we know to it that Arsenal is in the Champions League. They're going to be getting in money. So we leave it to you guys, and you let us know what your thoughts are about this. But remember, we are having Choma Travels, and they are here to obviously simplify your travels around Uganda and around the world. So the number is there. Call them on that number. They offer traveling insurance, hassle-free processing for your next destination, comfortable stays out at prime locations, and get the best deals on local, or they get you the best deals on local and international flights. So, guys, go ahead and commence your travel adventure with the Choma Travels. Rokan David remains my name. Rokan Media Football it is, and we out for now. See you later, and bye bye. It's a Friday, and let's meet in the next video.